You are now watching MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast TV. Chill!
Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman, YBG, and a Premier Boy Podcast. Welcome to another new episode of MrGentleman Like the Podcast TV. Hope all is well. All the episodes I got a special guest. I got the bro, my co-host of the Old School Show, the star Roddy Rod on the show, and we're gonna get real personal with him. We're gonna talk about everything. We're gonna talk about why he left the Premier Boy Podcast. We're gonna talk about how we met. We're gonna talk about Robeson, BUC, YPG, why he not a DJ no more anymore. So y'all already know what to do. Sit back, relax, and I'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. And at the time, I got my special guest. Y'all already know who this man is. He is my co-host on Old School Show. He also, usually a part of the Premier Boy Podcast. And we got the bro, the star, Roddy Rod. Bro, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm ready.
Welcome back on the show. But usually you're my co-host, but today we gonna do a little something. You'll be on my. We'll be doing a one-on-one thing today. Sit down one-on-one interview. So
Y'all ready for these raw and uncut stories?
let's do it.
You ready for these stories, Ken?
Yeah, we ready, son. So you know what? I'm gonna start with this. So let them know where are you from? For those that
Born and raised, Brooklyn, New York, East New York, man. All my life.
All right, nice. So how was you growing up? Like, how would you like your childhood and stuff like that? How was you growing up?
All right. So, I was raised with, I have an older sister and a younger sister. So it was us three, and my house always had people, no matter what. If it was like family members that came for a little bit or cousins or whatever. So it was always people around. And my mother's best friend kids were the same age as me and my sisters. So over the years, we just ended up from little, we were just always hanging out and going to their house and back and forth. Yeah. Sometimes it was just weird because I'm the only boy, so
I could relate. I could relate. You and I could relate.
So it's like growing up, I didn't really have male figures around. I had my older brother, but he's 20 years older than me, so he already had kids our age, and I couldn't really see him as an older brother. Just like he come around, and be like, "Oh, there go Colin." Just excited to see him.
Yeah.
Nothing more, nothing less. I had a brother that I didn't know too well because he was in and out of Guyana. Like he was down there for a while. He came to stay with us. I was little, I was small, so I didn't remember any interaction with him or anything. So when he was living with us, it was probably in the early 90s. So I was small.
Yeah.
I have no real intellection of him or anything. The only person who really have a real intellection with him was my older sister, Fame. So basically, growing up, I had both my parents were married the whole time. My mother would work nights. My father would work days, come home from school, do homework with my father. He would watch over us in the night, whatever. Then my mother, she'd come home and cook and leave the food for us and talk to us for like half an hour every day. So that's basically how my constructive childhood was growing up, like every day during the week. On the weekends, they used to always give us things like take us places, all around New York, Brooklyn, whatever. I joined things to keep us busy in the summer, like go to cousin's house, go to go to like this YMCA thing up the street from me, like just to keep us busy, or whatever. It just growing up in that house, it just you wasn't meant to stay a whole summer without doing something.
Mm.
So basically that was mostly what my childhood is. Like, because I didn't really have too much males around, I wasn't too big on sports or too big on wrestling. Even up to now, I don't really care for it too much. So like in my spare time, I'll be in my room just writing in journals or drawing or writing music. And that's when I started to realize that, I wanted to do something in music, to do something to sing. I had all this free time. And I just started to look at everything. I started to be like a songwriter in my own right. This was from like a young age, maybe like 13, 14. I come home from school, just sit in my room after school and just write or draw or write in my journal. No, I wasn't really an active person, so that's what really kept me entertained.
And I feel you, and we're gonna dive into more of your music background in a few. But let's talk about the school whatever you used to go to named Paul Robeson. Like, how was your experience in Robeson? Like,
All right. You and I both know in Robeson you had a lot of dickheads.
yeah,
So there was so much times that like, I'm a quiet, calm kid. So I used to just go to school, talk to talk to my classmates in the lunchroom in the morning, and then go to my class and just mind my business. But it never always went that way.
yeah.
And we all know why, because when you're quiet and you a smart aleck, somebody always want to start.
Yeah, everybody want to test you because they think you're punk and stuff. Yeah.
So there's been a couple times that I've been punked and asked out in front of classmates and having to stick up for myself and whatever. Just class clowns. But it was also good. Like over the years, I started to make bonds with people that were sitting next to me in my classes.
Yeah.
Like, I know you remember the twins, Gregory and Gail. Made a close bond with them. Makia. Like, and then like in Robeson, like you start to continue seeing people all the time. Like you would have 3 classes with them in 9th grade. 10th grade, you used to have 1 or 2. So I started to grow and leech on to the people that I was familiar with. Outside of the people that came into the school from me from junior high school, because after a while I didn't have class with them no more. So I had to grow and start to meet people that I didn't know, which was out of my comfort zone. But after time went on and you start seeing the people over and over, like different classes, lunchroom, even down to, oh, shoot, in the morning in the line. Oh, shoot. So I had an up and down experience with Robeson. You had some good times. I had some good teachers. Had a lot of crazy moments because, I was a quiet kid, and people used to always judge me, especially these tall guys, these bullies inside the school who was in bigger grades.
Yeah.
Not only in my grade too, because in '07, to be honest, we didn't have a lot of thugs. We just had a lot of guys who thought it was funny.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot of people who wanted to be down, but I know in my grade it was a lot of people in the game, and though your grade went into our grade to be in part of that game, so.
No, but most of the people that was in my classes who I seen, they were just trying to be jokesters, funny guys.
Yeah. You did have a lot of jokes in your grade too. You did have a lot. I knew a lot of them. I knew a lot of them. You did have a lot of.
So, like these guys would joke more, and they'll just pick on you just out of random and stuff. oh, you wore that jacket the other day. What's going on? You know,
Yeah, yeah.
me as a guy, I don't really take things into. I don't really take things personal too much. So a lot of times they used to just find something to say to me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'll be like, whatever. Just went back and wrote on my paper. You know, my favorite teachers in Robeson, I remember, was like Miss Poole. She was a cutie.
Yeah.
Mr. Alexander, when I tell you that class was like a war zone.
Hmm.
The the um the global history one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I heard.
Every day, I think I was in 11th grade for third and fourth period, I think.
Hmm.
We had the school safety come in there. It was like, wow, every day they coming in here for somebody. But aside for that, Jim was cool, you know. What's his name? Tom Miles and Mr. No with the 55. Touch that door, you get 55.
Yeah, Nose, man. By the way, rest in peace to Nose, man. Rest in peace to Nose. But
Nah,
yeah,
Nose was funny. I'm not
he
even gonna
was.
lie.
He was.
I had him most of my time. So he used to call me by my last name. It used to just be funny. Lunchroom was kind of awkward for me for a while because I just sat with people I knew from classes.
Yeah.
I didn't really generally have friends during my lunch period. You get it?
I get it. I mean, I got lucky in some times. For me, I got lucky at certain times. But I do know how you feel though. I do know how you
So
feel though.
it's not the same feeling as having a friend in your lunch period like everybody
Yeah.
else did.
Yeah.
You're just sitting with people because y'all have classes together.
Together, exactly.
And because they know you since you had classes together, you could talk to them. They're not going to be like, oh, you're a loser, get away from the table. Depends who it is.
Yeah.
So that was basically my lunchroom experience and my gym experience in Robeson. Like, um, after a while, it just started to become known though. Like, I was hanging around a lot of people and they started to start talking to a lot of people, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
I think I was feeling myself by the time I got to 10th and 11th grade. So
yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Well, speaking of you going to 10th or 11th grade, I believe when you was in 11th grade, you met me. I believe 10th or 11th grade. I'm not sure. You met me. So how did we meet? Because I know everybody been. I know I've been telling a story about it sometime. So and
But
tell people.
you
Yeah,
know who I met first?
yeah.
RJB.
It's funny because I think everybody met RGB first. I met RGB
RJB, I
first.
think he was working in the library.
We both was. We
But
both
at the
was.
time I seen him.
Him, yeah. Because me and him were working at the same time, and he was there. I remember me and him work a different schedules too. So
So I would go in the library before school at times, and then I'd get stuff from him, and he'd talk to me out of randomly, and I started to see him. So, you know, we started to click or whatever, but no, I didn't think nothing of it at that time until I started to meet you and Mr. Aaron Sands
yeah, 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 yeah,
and Ricky Romero. So I was walking with Ricky Romero because he, you know,
yeah,
I met him at gym one year and he just started to talk to me. So yeah, so I started to just hang with him
yeah,
because in my eyes, I'm like, yo, it's an upper freshman talking to me.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah, 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 yeah.
So yeah, so I'm seeing him, I'm just astounded, like, yo, this upper freshman talking to me. And he used to just he acted like he ran the school.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He did.
He put
And
on he put on that act like he ran the school. I didn't know how popular Ricky was at that time or what, but I would walk next to him in the school and I would think I was, you know.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So basically we was doing our regular walk in the hallway and he said, he said, "Ken, is that your brother? I seen your brother." And then I guess later on that day when I did meet up with him, he introduced me to you.
Yeah, yeah,
Around
because
the in college from on the first floor,
yeah,
because he was one of the first people that introduced him to that room. He
yeah.
showed me my secret room too. Like literally, yeah, I was hanging out with him a lot for that during that time. I remember.
And I remember one time Ricky came to me one time like, "Yeah, King, do you got a brother?" I was like, "No." And then I guess later that day, he like, "This is your brother Roderick." I like my head like I don't know who this boy is. but of course later, we became cool and stuff like that, And when we figured out, I found out you were doing music as well, and that's how we really became cool, and stuff like that. And so like one thing, like name one memory that we have together.
So
That's
many.
I know it's a lot. It's a lot. It could be in Robeson. It could be outside of Robeson. It could be the click days. It could be any memory. Cause we got a lot. We got a lot of memories together, son. I would say give me your top three. If you just answer the top three, I'm gonna give you that.
It's too many. I remember we always used to just hang out at 14.
Yeah,
Every Friday, every Friday night, it was like a Blazer click thing.
yeah,
We used to just go to 14th Street and hang out. And basically, yeah, I used to try to come out in my best clothing, and y'all put me out there to scout some girls. I remember that.
Yeah, even though we were trying to scout out some girls, we all were shy in our own way. We all didn't act like we wasn't shy, but we all were shy in our own way. Trust me.
So there's a whole bunch of YP, what was it, Blaze Up TV videos.
It be a Blazer, yeah, Blazer
There's a
TV.
whole bunch of Blaze Up TV videos with me approaching girls. That's one memory for sure. I
Yeah.
remember. We used to always just go to Brooklyn Bridge Park just because.
Back. Cause you ain't know that was
Sometimes
our
you used to just pit me. Sometimes, yeah, you and Mr. Aaron Sands and DJ No Request, or what y'all referring to as?
RJB, GJ No Quest. So many. He got
You
so
know
many
what I'm
names
talking
now.
about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you ain't know. Germs, you ain't know.
Sometimes I would just be in college and that was like the second memory. Y'all be in college and afterwards I get out of class and y'all be like, "Yo, what you up to?" And then y'all wait outside City Tech for me and we go to the Brooklyn Bridge Park, or what y'all call it, the pier.
The Fortress of Sagatude.
Yeah, so that's two memories.
Yeah, cause we could either be there talking, looking at Teddy's, or just playing the music, or have music ideas. Like that's usually what we usually do. Like we usually like different things. It just those were the days. That was before Brooklyn Bridge Park and Brooklyn Bridge Park today.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then the third one is just randomly us just running into situations, but when we just going somewhere, like there was one time me, you, and my boy Merldon was walking down the street, and we was walking past that Pret a Manager. What's the name of the store?
Oh yeah. I know exactly.
You remember that day?
Yeah, I remember that day. Yeah.
The lady said, "Look, we got some extra sandwiches and stuff. Y'all come pick whatever y'all want." We ran in there and got free food out of nowhere, right?
It was mad random, son. It was mad random. I think that day we were doing Pokemon Go. I think we were playing Pokemon Go.
Probably,
yeah.
yeah.
We were playing Pokemon Go. I remember.
And we just randomly just got free food out of nowhere. I mean, it was a lot of other times we just ran into stuff out of nowhere. Like one time we was in Columbus Circle, and I think they had an iHeartRadio concert, and we just happened to see it.
Oh yeah.
And they was giving out souvenirs, so we went home with some stuff.
But yeah, remember Usher was there.
I didn't see Usher face, but I remember he was
Yeah,
performing.
Usher
Oh
was
my God.
yeah. That was saying Usher was performing. Where I am was there. I bumped into Robin Williams that day. I do remember that day. I bumped into Robin Williams that day.
Oh, you bumped into Robin Williams.
Yeah, that day. Yeah, I think that was before I met up with you. That was exactly when I met up with you. Actually, like literally,
But
when I
we
met
didn't get close enough to see who was on stage. We just
stage,
heard the
yeah,
music.
yeah. I just knew Usher and where I am. I couldn't remember everybody else though. But it
So
was
yeah.
really, it was really packed that day. I remember that. It was really packed.
So yeah, those were memories just randomly walking around. Me, other than those like the fun times, and we also got to work too.
Yeah. Wait,
And
don't
we're
forget.
probably gonna dive into that just now. Soon.
Yeah. Don't forget. Remember that time we bumped into Wild Cliff?
Oh yeah.
We bumped into Wild Cliff. That's another random time.
we actually shook his hand and everything, gave him a bow.
Yeah. Like that
I was
was
like
really
one of the first,
random.
yeah, close up and everything. And we were
Actually,
just walking, and he was doing the Zumba concert.
Zumba concert. Yeah.
And he literally walked up the stairs when we was coming. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo,
I was like, yo. I must say, I should.
gave
I
him
mean,
a pound and everything.
I know. Yeah, that was crazy, man.
Yeah.
Fun times, fun times. So let's dive into your college life. Like, tell us about your college experience.
Well, for college, went to college. I had a couple of people from Paul Robeson that was there, like Benji, Kashad, Yannick, Natalie for a little bit, and a couple other people who was in college with me. So yeah, college was all right. It just was dull. I ended up because like the people who I knew were not there often. I had to branch out and meet new people, obviously.
Yeah.
So I ended up meeting this guy named Mike, who ended up being in some of my classes, and he introduced me to the Domino group. So they used to play in the lunchroom all the time in City Tech. So with the Domino crew, I ended up meeting a whole bunch of people for college. Now, a lot of those people don't talk to me today, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it'd be like that. It'd be like that.
And then in college, like after like my second or third year, I started to get into my major classes for my major. So kind of the same formula like Robeson. I started to see the same people.
Yeah.
Started to get to know those people and latch on to those people. And that's where I met my boy Daniel, my boy Eugene. Those two were like in my major, so I was in their classes for years until like maybe the end, or I think Eugene transferred out, but you remember who they are.
Yeah, I remember that.
So like college was a little difficult because I always used to fall back on math classes. And then there was one time I just graduated from my associate's degree. I took a whole semester off. I said, screw this. I'm not going back for another semester. So I stayed home, realized that it was better off that I would have stayed in. I should have went that same semester back.
Yeah.
Because what had happened is the people that was in my classes, they ended up graduating a whole semester before me. So I graduated, I walked down the aisle in 2014, but I actually finished my classes in the fall of 2013. And my classmates, they finished in June 2013.
Oh.
So after they left, it gave me the ambition, the ammunition to go harder and finish it. Because I was like, why am I still here? I don't even want to be here. Like that semester, I just went to class and literally left out the building because by that time, everybody I knew was gone.
Yeah.
I literally had nothing to I had nobody to stay there with and chill with. it was newcomers coming in, like freshmen and people below me. I didn't know them.
Yeah.
So
It was like the new generation of Degrassi.
basically. So, even if I try to be down and fit in, it'll be out of place.
Yeah.
So college was okay. I mean, I met a couple people through there, but there's only like maybe 5 or 6 people that I still talk to from there.
Mm.
No, maybe like 7 to 8, including Leah and Makeda, the twins.
Oh yeah. Shout out to them as well. Hopefully they check out this episode.
Yeah. So college was okay. It was tough because I have a younger sister who's 2 years younger than me, and she's always competing with me.
Mm.
So what has happened is she graduated first, and I was very salty behind that. I'm not gonna lie. We keeping it 100 here.
Yeah, you ain't know. This is the personal, but yeah.
So for a while, I was salty about it. I was like, damn, how she finished before me? How she did this before me? Like, I'm older. I should have finished before her. I should have graduated. But personally, I wasn't taking 5 and 6 classes. I wasn't advancing, and because of the fact that my math classes I wasn't passing it on a timely basis, it had stopped me from going to the next level of my major classes. So there's only so much I could do. I was basically, I was held down. I couldn't do until I passed a certain class. I couldn't do the next.
Yeah.
So during college, I went to college during the day. Sometimes I went to the party with y'all during the weekend. And then one year I just started to do security. I ain't like security. I realized it just wasn't for me, man.
Yeah, you had to make money, son. You had to make money. I think we all did security at one point, son. Yeah, you had to make money, son.
It's just a boring job, and I'm not the type of person that just could be like a statue and stand there.
Yeah.
Without movement or anything. Like, come on, they give you 8-hour shifts, 16-hour shifts to just stand there.
Yeah, I know.
So, so what happened? So I ended up college with you was there.
Yeah, you ain't there. Yeah.
Graduation party.
Yeah.
In Canarsie.
Fun time, son. It was a fun time, man.
So a lot of people was there, pictures are still flowing around no matter what, It was nice to be celebrated my graduation party. Even though my parents' friends filled up the whole spot, but it is what it is. That's been my life since I was a baby. So
yeah, celebrate you. Said no, give it your flower what you do here. So celebrate you, son. That's all that matters, yo. And you deserve it. So you deserve it. All right, so now we gonna switch gears a little bit, and we'll get into the music. So I think you spoke a little bit about this, but how did you get inspired to get into music, and what age did you discover your talent?
I always was into R&B since I was a little kid. We get in the car, we just be taking turns singing group songs, me and my sisters. If it was like a John B song, I just sing it, or a Genuine song, whatever. So I loved it, and I always told myself, man, I gotta do some type of music someday.
I feel you on that.
So I would say since like 10, 11, I've been singing in cars and going places and singing. And I realized, because when you're young, you're just bored.
Yeah.
I know you probably experienced that with your sisters too.
Yeah, you ain't know. Just like you, Roddy, I was doing music too. So I always wanted to do something.
So when I was small, my mother we were just born in the house. So my mother just bought a little piano for us. And that's when I discovered music really, because I would use the songs on the piano. They would have like instrumental
Oh yeah.
on the actual
Keyboard,
keyboard piano thing.
Yeah.
And we just write and sing songs to it. I think me, my sister, and my nephew was just in the middle of the night. We just come home from school, we just be bored. You know what I mean? And we just used to do that until it's time for bed. On the weekends, we did it too. So ever since then, I just started to write songs and perform.
Yeah. And now speaking of that, you joined the Blazer. You joined the BUG. Well, by the time you joined, we literally changed it to the Blazer Click. So tell us, how do you feel when you joined the Blazer Click, and what did you have to do to join?
I remember
your audition. Give me your audition.
I remember y'all invited me out to 42nd Street to the information center.
Yeah.
I was hyped. I said, yo, let me go. And then Mr. Aaron Sands said, perform a song of your choice. So I performed Raheem DeVore You.
Yep.
Right then and there, in front of you and Mr. Aaron Sands. I don't know if RJB was there that day.
Nah, it was just us. John came later. I think it was just us two at that time.
Right.
It was just us two. Yeah.
So we end the information center, and I'm singing for y'all. That's the audition, and y'all said, okay, sounds great. You're part of the clique.
Yeah. And how do you felt? Like, how do you felt when you joined? Like, how you felt when you got that? When we said you were part of the clique?
I was excited. I was very excited, like to belong in something. And at the time, I didn't really have I didn't really have friends to chill with nothing. It was like summer of 07.
Yeah.
Right? Fresh out of Robeson, fresh out of high school.
Yeah.
So I felt great. I was excited. Then I started meeting up with y'all, and I realized that y'all was just chilling the whole 07 summer.
Yep. And this is what this era, as we know it, is called the BS era. And how do you feel about the BS era, where basically you joined a group where we supposed to do music, but we didn't do nothing but music at all. All we did was run around, chill, and have fun, and just act a fool. How you feel about how you feel about it?
At first I didn't mind it because I actually knew Squirrel back in Robeson, but to see him come around with y'all, I'm like, oh wow, I used to see this dude in the hallway, Squirrel and Ty.
Yeah.
And then Minnie came back around. I'm like, oh wow. And then of course, like we mentioned in the beginning, Ricky.
Yeah.
So these are people, we were just chilling with them like every day during that 07 summer. We went to Coney Island. We just went to Manhattan.
Yeah.
All of that, right?
Yeah, we did.
I went to the pool hall and all of that. I felt it like, yo, I belonged in something.
Yeah. But the thing
at that time, I just, even Moogle was coming around at that time. So
yeah.
I met new people and everything.
Yeah, like we all met new people like around that time. So, but the problem was around that time was we were the music group with not making music. Everybody would ask me, when are we playing our music? And that was a big thing. Then a year later, we had the division era where one half just wanted to have fun, and the other half wanted to do music. How do you feel about that? The division era.
I honestly, that era is so vague to me. I don't understand. I don't remember exactly what was going down on that era. You know,
it was a really weird time. It was a really weird time. It was just like how, like me, Mally Mel, you wanted to make music, and Jern, Ty, and Squirrel that wanted to just have fun, and it was a beef between me and Ty at the time, because they thought like they thought I was the Diddy, but really I just really wanted to do music. Everybody kept asking me, everybody was harassing me, I should say, to make music. to make music. And Rondell with Mutual, Rondell was on both sides to try to fix the beef.
But Mally Mal didn't come around till later.
He was around early. He came in early. He came back around. He came back around the 08. But he was always a part of. Yeah, he was around during the early days, but he came back around 08. Pretty much.
I thought he came around when we started to actually write.
He came back. Yeah, that week he came back around. He came back around that time.
And rehearse.
Yeah, but speaking of that, we got the basement era. Speaking of the rehearsing, the basement era. Tell us about that. Tell us about that. The basement era.
Right. So basically, I elected to give up my basement for us to rehearse and write. So we used to just schedule every day during that summer at a certain time to come to my house, and we just sit in the basement. My basement didn't have no heat control. So let me tell you this. On hot days, it was hot days.
It was.
We used to go to the store and get 3 to 4 Minute Maid bottles.
Yep.
And put it in the fridge.
Yep, that's true.
That's how hot it used to be. And so during that time, it was like real creative because we used to just sit there and just write.
Yeah.
Every day, just sit there and write. At first, we just sat there and write. And then I'm just sitting there like, wait a minute. Why aren't we writing to beats?
Yeah.
We need to do something. We need to get some beats. So I started to look up this mastering beat making program. And I started off playing around with it. And I made a couple beats just off of the program itself.
All right, stop right there. Cause we about to talk about the first song you made. So let's talk about I'm a Star. That was the first song that she made. So let's talk about I'm a Star, the original, how that came together, the originality of the song, and how you became Roddy, the star Roddy Rod.
All right. So like I was telling you, we sat in the basement writing songs all day. And I just wrote I'm a Star out of nowhere. I'm writing it, I'm trying to figure out a way to perfect it. And then of course, like we'll just be writing randomly like a couple days a week. And then on Friday nights was the ultimate go to 14th Street.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was the ultimate go to 14th Street day. So
yeah.
One time, because all week I'm writing the song and I'm over here trying to perfect them, trying to figure it out. So we had to 14th Street, and I'm like, yo, I like this. You're looking at a star. It's nice. I need a rapper on this. So you and I both know who I elected to be the first rapper.
Yeah.
It was Mr. Aaron Sayers. I say, yo, can you write a verse with this? But at the time, I didn't make the beat. It wasn't until like the next week, I think.
Yeah.
When we came back for rehearsal, I made that beat and I played it for y'all.
And the funny thing, you and Mr. Aaron Sayers, y'all performed that on South Street Seaport, and that video went viral. Remember that? That video went viral.
It's weird because I don't even think I was saying the right words on there. I was just saying random stuff for the actual song.
Yeah.
But that was ironic.
Yeah. And it was crazy. It was crazy. It had over 1,000 views. I was like, what the? It was crazy. I was like, oh, wow. And the crazy thing about it, the video was very low budget. It was
dark in that video.
It was dark in that video, very low budget, yo.
I don't even know how that worked out, boy.
Me either, yo.
So going back, rehearsal was basically I think we used to fit it for 2 to 3 days a week in my basement, right?
It was, yeah. It was.
So we just started to just crank out songs. And then I finally made the beat for I'm a Star, and then me and Rondo we just practicing it for like a minute.
Yeah.
It was just us two on the song for a minute, just practicing it, trying to get a thing.
It was, yeah, it was.
And then my boy Ray Sean used to come around to the basement era too.
Yeah, he did.
So he's like, this is good and all, but I think I can make a beat for y'all. I think you said that he made a CD full of beats.
He did. He made like a good, I think it was 7 to 10 songs off that CD. I remember that.
I remember one night we was hanging out with him and y'all was singing. Was y'all singing the Teddy Overload or not to him?
I know it probably was Teddy Overload. It probably was Teddy Overload because the first time we recorded it, remember we will get to Teddy Overload in a few, but I think at that time it was Teddy Overload.
So he said, "Okay, let me make a beat for y'all. Let me make this beat for y'all." We was just going rant. I think it was a rant. Like I said, every Friday we'd hang out in the city.
Yeah.
So we'd work maybe 2 or 3 days, whatever day we could meet up, because everybody had other obligations.
Yeah.
But Friday night, we meet up and we brainstorm and just chill and do stuff.
Yeah, but I want to know how you turn I'm a Star from a you and Mr. Sand track into a team track. How that happened?
I don't remember exactly how it went. I just remember making the beat longer.
Yeah.
Looping I don't know, I was just experimenting with the software. So after a while, I just started to just loop the beat and make it longer. And I said, and RJB said, wait a minute, this is long enough for me to jump on this. Remember?
Yeah. And then Alvin and then Mally Bell also said it's long enough for me to jump on it.
So it ended up being it ended up being the second Blaze Up Click song.
Single, yeah. Even though I didn't have a verse on the song, but I was on the backup for the chorus, and I was the hype man of the song. I was the hype man of the song. Which should work. It should work good. It worked good though. It worked good.
So after a while, I think I only made like 2 beats, three beats.
I think I made 4.
Are You Ready For Me? I'm a Star. And Fantasies to Reality. I don't even know. I think we should have just trashed that song.
Yeah.
And Mr. Aaron Sands came and made a bunch of beats.
Yeah, which we're about to get into this now, but let's go back to Teddy Overload, because let's talk more about that. How you feel about Teddy Overload and how you feel about the success of it?
Oh my gosh. Everybody know what Teddy Overload did to them. For me, every family member had that song on their stuff. We were sharing the link like crazy. So anybody who knew us personally at that time knew how to get to that song, downloaded that song. I tell you, and the fact that I was going to college, I was able to spread it faster. To the point where people would see me, Ken and Rondo walk past City Tech and say, "Hey, are those the Teddy Overload boys?"
Yo, oh my God. Yo, we were really the Teddy Overload boys around that time. Yo, it was crazy how
people used to spot us outside my college and say, "Yo, that's the Teddy Overload boys."
I remember one time a girl, "Oh my God, it's Ken, the Teddy Overload boys." I'm like, yo, those are not even our names. that was not even our names.
But everybody knows that when something gets popular, there's always some phrase for it. Yeah. That was just a phrase for us.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about it, Teddy Overload was played on Power 105. It
That
was
was
played
later
on
though.
how they well, me a year later. It was a year later, but
But I remember when we went to Stratosphere and recorded it.
yeah, we officially recorded it. Cause here's the thing. Original version. It was myself, Mr. Aaron Sands, Roddy Rod, and RJB. That was the original version, and the original version was very dirty. It
I
was
remember I
very dirty.
recorded the original version on my tape recorder.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, we did.
And I
We
tried
did.
to be, and then Albie came the next day and said, "Nah, y'all gotta master this. This sound like trash."
But the crazy thing about I put it on MySpace, and that ended up getting like a whole lot of views. The people love the song off the
That
bat.
version still got a
That
lot of views,
views, yeah, off the bat,
and that wasn't even the official.
the official version. So we went to the studio, and Jern got so frustrated with Alvin, he left the studio. So yeah, that really happened. Jern got frustrated, he left. So
I'm
Alvin,
over here like, let me tell you how I felt that day.
yeah, let's tell your side.
Because I think everybody told how they felt that day.
Yeah. You never told you how you felt about it that day.
Yo, so I'm excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, our first studio session.
Yeah, yep.
Oh man. And then we over here doing it, and then I see Jer's inside the booth. And Stratosphere, you have the seats.
Yeah.
So I see Jer's in the booth. And after the second or third take, he just get up and just leave.
Left. Yeah, I like about how
I'm like, yo, what the fuck? What the hell's going on? This is our money we spending here.
I like Jeremy to do it. He like, I'm out of here. He got so frustrated, yo. And
this is our money we spending here. In my mind, I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
But the good thing about it, he was able to record "I'm a Star."
Yeah, "I'm a Star" was done already. Like "I'm a Star" was already done. It was just Teddy that wasn't done. So Alvin had to step in.
He was like, "I got it. I go."
Yeah, Alvin
excited.
Remember, Alvin went down on the original song, so he was so
happy. Excited he went.
Yeah. He was
so and the
excited.
Crazy thing about Teddy Overload, when we was writing it, we couldn't even get your verse to be together at one point. You remember?
Yeah, because remember my version was too dirty. The original version was dirty, so I had to figure out a way to clean it up. And y'all helped me out. Y'all helped me clean it up. I think you and your sister actually.
Yes, it was Ashley who also gave suggestions.
Yeah.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to her because she helped me clean up. She helped me clean up the verse. It would kind of make me Mr. Gentleman. So she actually played a part in me becoming Mr. Gentleman. So shout out to she played a small part. I gotta say that. She played a small part. That's crazy. I gotta shout her out for that. But yeah, so I had to so I had a hard time cleaning it. And I'm a songwriter too, so I had a hard time making something that makes sense. And then she gave me the idea, and I'm like, oh snap, this fit. And then we just ran with it, and that's when we finished the song. And
so we recorded it. I think Minnie came with us too that day.
She did. Wait, she probably did. I know she came with us when we performed. I don't remember if she was there.
Oh, perform.
Yeah. This song did so many things, Joe. It's crazy.
So like the song just took off. Like once we put it online, it was just like, yo, I can't believe I made a hit song with the group. That's how I felt.
I felt that same way too.
I'm like, oh my gosh, everybody's just retweeting the song, retweeting the post.
Retweeting the post.
Fucking, I don't remember the numbers on the first time you did it was over thousands.
It was over 1,000, yeah. I mean, one
over
time it was
1,000 plays on Twitch Switch, whatever the thing the player was at that time.
It was Twitch, MySpace. It grew crazy. We had like, man, we were crazy. We got crazy play for it. Like I said, we got to play 187 Power 105. That was big.
Even people who didn't talk to me after Robeson was sharing it.
For
I
real.
said, wait a minute.
That's the
Y'all
crazy
see
thing
what I
about it.
see? This person just shared it.
That's the crazy thing about it. And I was just like, yo, this is crazy.
Y'all don't talk to me, but y'all share this shit?
Yeah. And then also we play on college station and everything. We just like, yo, song is just wow, song was big. And it made us big at some point. We could have got even bigger, but you know, it was just an amazing feeling. That's one which
Nah.
shout out to Ray Sean, man, and DJ Catchin, man.
That's why we're gonna have this special reunion for him soon.
Yeah, definitely. No, actually, dude, when this is out, it's already ready to be happening. But yeah,
Yeah. That's why I need my boys to pull up.
you ain't know, man. You ain't know, man.
But
But
yeah, that's the wonders.
yeah, it really did, yo.
And then, it was like we performed that song, and it still did great.
Yeah, we
It don't
performed
even
that
matter what we
solidly.
perform next, though.
Yeah. Yeah, Tediola was an amazing song, yo. That was really hit the thing. Tediola was before its time. Like that was a real radio song, son. And yeah, even to this day, man, people still talk about it to this day. That's the crazy thing about it. So yeah, but let's talk about the third single that we had called "Rebound."
My vision, to be honest, for Rebound I always wanted to have a ballad.
Yeah,
I think I knew that. I always wanted to make a ballad. That's why I did Rebound, and that's why I did Fantasies to Reality.
yeah.
So I wrote Rebound with you. And then Aaron Sands was the third verse.
Yeah,
And he made the beat.
He made the beat, yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, my vocals wasn't up to par in the song. I just couldn't fit it. Like you was basically overshadowing me on the vocals.
Yeah, I didn't meant to, it just happened. I didn't meant to do that, but it just happened.
You know, Alvin was trying to push me like, I don't know if y'all knew, but before y'all used to come, me and Mally Mal used to come early just to get the exercises, bro.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember one time I came.
I think it was. I think you came before, and we was just waiting for everybody else, and it was
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But he literally used to come like early.
Yep, he did.
Exercises, bro. Like
I remember that.
He had me like working like a sailor, bro. Like I remember just coming downstairs. I think y'all was scheduled to come like 2.
Yeah.
Mally Mal pull up 30 minutes early. Like, yo, we're gonna do this exercise right now. Him and Jody. So she was a witness of that too.
Yeah.
Ask her, she know about that too.
Yeah, I know she was there a lot. I remember that. She was there a lot.
But I realized that, I couldn't, my octave could only go high enough. I couldn't really go any higher. So it was like a hurdle to perfect the track the way that I wanted to.
Yeah.
Even when we was recording it, I had to go in the booth and layer.
Yeah.
Just so it don't sound off.
I ain't gonna lie, that song was really hard to do. I'm not gonna lie. I remember we was on that song for like multiple weeks.
He kept saying, yo, let's layer it this way. Let's layer it that way. It don't sound strong enough. Something still sound weak. One thing about Mally Mal, though, he will be on you so you get it right.
That's true. That man, he a Virgo, he a perfectionist. That's exactly how he is.
So best believe there was hours. I'm just just keeping it a buck here.
Yeah.
I'm just in there like, oh, I don't even want to do it no more. Just give me a 10-minute break. Something.
Yeah.
Cause it's like we do it again. I'm like,
yeah.
Boy, can't go no more.
And the fact that he really want this song out. So this song was not done. I told me, he's like, yo, I'm gonna put this song out. Like, no, this song's not done, so we can't put the song out. And he put it out. And it just made it. I feel like I'm upset because the song could have been big, but it didn't do as great as Teddy and everything else was, Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, we gave it a shot. I really wanted to have a ballad. I really wanted to have a ballad song, but it didn't work out the way. So this at this point, nobody even mentions Rebound. It's just something that was thrown in the trash.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Nobody mentions that at all when it comes to us. It was so bad that when we released the song, we had to hurry up and release I'm a Star like maybe a few weeks later and forget that song existed.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
We
because everybody
recorded,
wait, cause everybody waiting for the recorded version of I'm a Star for a long time.
when we used to perform it live, we got bad reactions and everything. It was just not a good vibe. So
Yeah, Rebound. Yeah, it was not a good vibe at all.
it got to the point where we couldn't even talk or mention the song no more. Like,
Oh yeah.
but then I'ma Start saved us
Yeah, yeah.
because there was some people that actually did. That, no, after Teddy Overload, you don't want to hear something more.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
people took an interest to I'm a Star, and I'm a Star took off for what it was. It wasn't as successful, but it did
Yeah.
what it did.
Yeah, it did what it did, yeah. And the crazy thing, we have more songs, but it has never been released. So let's talk about like what is one song that maybe Mr. Ron Emerson made or you made or I made that we wish we could have put out, that wish would have been recorded.
Um, are you ready for me?
Yeah.
I like the
Um.
way I like the way we all sounded on there when we used to do it in rehearsal. We all used to just have fun.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
It was a fun song. It was a fun song, and
And
I
if we had got it recorded and were able to perform it, the audience would have been jiving with us too. I guarantee you that.
better the chorus, yeah. Because I gotta say one thing though, you make really good choruses, son. You make really good choruses, yo. I ain't gonna fight. And I thought I was the one that make good choruses, but now you make good choruses, son. I'm not gonna lie. Your choruses, you actually make radio ready choruses. And
Hey,
I usually make complicated choruses. I mean, don't choruses, but complicated, like you know, and stuff like that. So
and
I wish,
once again we tried Caramel Dreams. It's just I never knew how to write it or deliver it.
yeah, we just never record that either. Yeah, I don't
No,
know.
but I couldn't deliver it right because
Yeah.
we performed it once and it just came out bad.
Man, it came up. I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed in that one.
Like what's his name? He like Alvin is cool, but he really wanted us to like try everything.
Yeah,
He went to the show. He's like, no, we going to everything.
I
Damn
feel like
sure no, we wasn't ready to go on stage for all those songs.
we wasn't. Yeah, we wasn't at all. Caramel Dream that day. My bad, Alabama, but that was a really bad idea, man. I had to say it. I had to say it though, bro. That's it. That was a really bad idea.
But we
But
was improvising because it was just us three going to
really,
that
yeah,
particular
yeah,
show.
yeah, yeah. Commando couldn't make it that day, so yeah. So I'm gonna ask you a question that I forgot to put on my list. So I know at some point after the Blaze Up click, split. I guess not break up, but split up in some kind of way because we started doing some other stuff. Mally Mel started doing his solo thing, and you joined on with him in some of his solo projects. So explain that, with Cigarette Ashes and stuff like that.
Well, after y'all started to do
Oh, YPG, yeah, we went to
the
YPG.
YPG party thing, and he still had the burning desire to do music.
Yeah,
And I'm like, you want to do this solo thing. I support you. I'll come sit with you in your sessions, whatever. So like I used to just go to his like we used to just still do stuff in the basement and I used to go to his crib and meet up with him. And it was cool because I'm seeing Alvin in different light. I'm seeing him in a solo light.
yeah,
So I'm just blown away. I'm like, oh wow, this is different. Because obviously, while y'all was doing the YPG thing, I still had his back, listening to stuff he used to make and write and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we used to just randomly go to shows and perform. I used to just, if I was available, I would go. No?
Yeah.
And then one time we just went on stage and did Teddy Overload and met this lady named Mrs. C, Miss Christine. So we met her. She wanted to sign us, whatever. We started to become a duo at that moment. She gave us a bunch of exercises. For me, I couldn't keep up with the exercises. And I was reluctant to do all the exercises, to be honest. Because she would have us wake up at 6 o'clock and yell and sing on the phone and 6 in the morning. I live with my parents. I ain't doing that. And go outside and run if it was cold and stuff, things like that. And write a song for the day, which I did, but it's more like you're being pressured to bring a product out in a short space of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was very lackluster, and I just wrote anything. I didn't really have too much time to perfect it because let's say she told me in the morning, oh, write a song about how you feel about this. I want to see about 4 p.m.
Yeah.
How much time do you actually have?
Exactly.
In the same day,
Yeah.
So she started sending us out to do random tasks, like going to the Sony building on 50th Street. Alvin Deadass was down to freaking go all the way in there and talk and get a contact. I was like, nah, the security here, he watching right at us. We're not gonna get past this dude. She basically wanted us to freaking sneak in the Sony building to get somebody to talk to us.
That's crazy.
That's one crazy thing I remember she had us doing. And then she had us go to perform something in Williamsburg. And then she had us go to Times Square and sing in front of a crowd. She didn't care. Oh, wow. She didn't care if we could get the attention of the crowd. In Times Square, it's just noisy.
Yeah.
So it's extremely hard to get people to stand up around, but we did it. Jody was there too. So after a while, I started to tell her, nah, I'm not even down with this no more. All these activities, nah, I don't want to do this. So, she measured us like students. You understand?
Yeah.
Basically, Alvin was the star pupil. He did everything she wanted.
Yeah.
I was the reluctant student. And to be honest, I didn't really care if I did the activity for that day. So it frustrated her. She's like, I'm not seeing you put in the effort, the energy no more to do this. So I need you to do this today. I need you to tell your boy Mounty Mal how you feel and that you're not down for this no more. Tell him the truth. She literally said that to me on the phone.
Oh, wow.
I said, you know what? I'm not going to waste this time no more. So I had to do it. I had to tell him the truth. I had to tell him that, yeah, I don't really want to do this no more. You can still work with Christine. I'm dubbing. I'm out of here.
Oh, man.
So he started to still write and do his thing. And then one day, he came to my basement and he started to read. He started to play this beat. And he said, "Can you make a chorus for this beat?" I said, "Yeah." And the beat is Cigarette Ashes.
Oh man. Oh man.
So I thought of something real dope. I said it. He said, "Oh, that's cool. I like that. Let's do this." And then Cigarette Ashes was born.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, yo. The chorus, yo, that song is fire, yo. Yeah, y'all really killed that song, man. I was impressed when y'all made that one. I was impressed.
The people that was living with me at that time enjoyed that song so much. And we didn't even full-blown release it. Them niggas they had me make put it on their MP3 players at the I think this was MP3 player time, right?
Yeah. It's through MP3.
iPod and MP3 player time.
Yeah, it definitely was.
They had me put it on their iPods.
Yeah.
So that was also a nice song that actually blew up low key. Right?
It really did blow up. It really did blow up. I remember one time Alvin performed that song at this spot in Williamsburg, and everybody was singing and singing with Ashley. They had their phones up. He said, "Put your lights up." Everybody had their phones up. I was like, "Oh wow."
Oh yeah, this was the time when Alvin was going full Bono performance frenzy.
Yeah.
And you remember he'll have a performance maybe twice a month.
Yeah, he did. I tried my best to make a lot of them. I know at the time I was working, so I couldn't really.
But at the time I was still in college too, so
yeah.
He would have a performance on weird nights.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would be at work.
Sunday night,
yeah,
Wednesday
exactly.
night, Thursday night. Sometimes even a Monday.
Yeah, because sometimes
it was never a Friday or Saturday.
Was it? It'd be like I'll be want to make it, but I'll be either through at work or I'll be leaving work. It'd be over. So it's like I couldn't even make it if I wanted to. So that was like a certain day I would do it, have shows. I tried my best to make it. You know.
The only one you was ready to make was the Memphis Bleak one.
Remember Bleak one, the one in Williamsburg, and he had another one in Brooklyn. I meant to like a good 4. I would get to like 5, 6.
But he was just going on a mayhem of performing.
Yeah.
Like maybe twice a month, 3 times a month, bro.
Yeah.
Like he was going off performing every day. I was on stage with him when we did the Brooklyn Bushwick one. We had made shirts. I know where you were that night, but
I was at work. Yeah, I was at work. I remember that night. I was at work. He got me a shirt. I brought a shirt too, but I couldn't make it. I was at work. I couldn't get out of work at that time.
He had bought shirts. We had piled up in a van. We was literally like on some groupie type shit, bro. Coming to the concert, full force, heavy, deep. He had his boys from work. He had his girl at the time. He had people.
He did.
Even Mr. Aaron Sands was in the audience that night.
Yeah.
And he remembered that.
Yeah. Like I said, I wish I would do that night, man. But you ain't know. Shout out to the bro.
But you used to check the videos.
Oh yeah, I'll check the videos. You know, if I wasn't there, I would share his stuff everywhere. So he know that I was his low key manager. So I used to share stuff everywhere, like online and stuff like that. So he knows. But shout out to
he got videos for every performance that I was on stage with him. So
yeah,
like I would be with him and he'd randomly pull up on his phone. Like, you remember this? Like out of nowhere.
Yeah. Mel, yo. He got new news coming. You can check him out on the Premier Boy podcast. Yeah. So let's start. So let's switch up a little bit. Let's take away from the news because we all love music, but we got to switch up a bit. And let's talk about this thing called we used to start the thing called the bashment, summer bashment.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's start how because this was your idea. So I'm gonna let you explain how that got started.
All right. So if y'all don't know, my mother and my father used to throw parties in my basement before I was born and while I was little. So I asked my mom, I said, look, y'all always throwing parties down here. I want to throw a party down here now. So of course, they set me up. Everybody was being supportive for the first one, trying to set us up, you know?
Yeah.
We got the okay. Y'all came to rehearsal. I told y'all, so we started to plan.
Yeah.
Um, so then the first one was more like we didn't have a lot of people.
It was a good 30 people. It was a good 30 people.
No, I remember Julie was there.
Yeah.
A bunch of my family came through. Alvin was done, drunk, I think.
Yeah, he was. He run up and down Brownville saying F Brownville. Yeah, he was. But shout out to Sam Austin. He was there for all of them.
Sam Austin was there too.
Yeah, he was there.
And I think Emperor?
Yeah, but yeah, Emperor was there. Yeah, Ray Sean
Emperor did the music.
He did the music, yeah. Ray Sean did the music for the first one.
So my cousin cooked the food. Yeah, we set it up real nice. And it was actually good.
Yeah.
We started to post pictures about it on Facebook at the time.
Yeah.
Because at the time, Facebook was like everybody had Facebook at that time.
Yeah.
It's not like how Instagram and Snapchat everybody got now. So
yeah.
Everybody used to see it and write under the post. Why wasn't I there? Why wasn't I a thing? Right?
Yeah. I mean, back then Facebook was completely different, yo. It was easier. Honestly, I think like back then Facebook was easier to promote back then than it is now.
It is. And then like since everybody was on it during those years.
Yeah.
Because nowadays not a lot of people log in at the time like that. But yeah, the promotion was good. Yeah, it was a cool night. The first one was cool.
It was. But then people keep hearing all of us saying they want a second one. So let's talk about the second one.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Second one was crazy. So we did it again in my basement. The next summer after.
Next year. I think this is what 2010. Yeah. 2010.
So we over here trying to do things slightly differently. We have bartenders.
Yeah. We have more DJs. We have more DJs. Jern with a DJ. I think you made your DJ. I think you DJ.
I had bought the DJ thing for that one. Remember?
Yeah.
Where you put the iPods in.
Yeah.
And you play.
Yeah, I even DJ.
So that was like the first turntable thing that I had at that time. So it was a lot. Some Bashment too, a lot went down.
A lot went down. With a lot of startness. It was a lot of.
Oh my God.
It was a lot of drama.
I don't even know where to begin, bro. Like at the time, my boy Tyler was dating Mughal and Minnie.
Oh my God.
He's telling us he want to invite both of them. I'm like, bro, that's not a good idea, my nigga.
I was like, you bugging, son. I like you bugging, man.
He said that to all of us, and we both said, nah, don't do that. It's not a good idea, right?
It's not a good idea.
We knew Minnie personally.
Yeah.
I didn't know Mughal that well.
I knew both of them personally. But yeah.
I know Minnie got emotion, so I'm like, nah, don't do that to her, bro.
Yeah, don't do that. I like, don't do that, man. Mm-mm.
Next thing you know, they both like, it's very hot. So I'm over here like, yo, y'all know my basement gets extremely hot, right?
Yeah.
So Ray Sean had an idea. He's like, yo, I got a heavy duty air conditioner. That air conditioner didn't do shit, bro. That air conditioner only flew from where the window, the DJ set was, maybe a little bit to where the bar is. It didn't
Yeah.
circulate the rest of the room.
But then, yo.
So I'm like, yo, let's get a circulator or something. So I'm trying to tell y'all, let's put some money together to go to Target and get a fan or something.
Yeah.
You know what Mally said? I got a fan in the house.
He did. He did. He
Don't
did.
spend your money. I got a fan in the house. So the night come. I think Robin and Rashonda came early, right?
Yeah. They were, yeah.
Then a whole bunch of people. Well, what time did we start? Like 10?
I think like 9, 10. I believe it's 9, 10. Cause we didn't until like 4, like 3 or 4.
We went and got liquor, mind you. The beginning of the party, we have a whole bunch of liquor. We all pitched in for something.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Tell me why. It's not even the end of the night and the liquor done.
It was done like an hour or 2 later.
Into the party. How?
Into the party. I don't even know. It was crazy, yo.
How was it done an hour into in the party?
I was like, what is going on?
So much shit happened that night, bro.
Don't forget the gang. Don't forget the
Oh
gang.
my God. So my mom's gonna buy these red and blue lights. She's gonna say, oh, you can put these for the party. Because my lamps had those interchangeable lights.
Yeah.
We put a red and a blue light there.
Oh, God.
At the time, we didn't have a lot of people in the basement at the party.
Yeah.
So we just outside scouting. I think also Talon went around trying to get people to come in.
Yeah.
So then next thing you know, some hood dudes come in. I remember that girl Jasmine and Delroy was there. I remember Ariel, Jasmine, and
that night.
And Tamara was acting like dumb as a rock.
I had 2 exes and 1 girl that I made out with that night. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, bro. Like, Tamara was acting dumb as a rock. Then you had that Shaquana girl there. You had
Gosh.
Me and my family was tense because the whole basement thing got out of control because it was so hot in the basement. People was outside.
But remind you, it was almost 100 people.
So people didn't want to stay down there.
Yeah, and it was outside. Yeah, it was a bit much. We didn't expect the success of the Bachelor 2 to get that much like that at all.
I didn't even expect that much people.
Me either. I even invited some people that I know, and they came to the basement. So it's like it was big. It was really big, you know.
And then DJ Emperor was pissed because his speaker broke.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember he left. I believe he left. So I took over the DJ set. So I thought
he left that low. I'm like, yo, you're the DJ for the fucking night.
Yeah, so I got.
No, you're not the only one that took over. Everybody took turns.
Yeah, Jern,
Ashley took over too.
I went on for 10 minutes. Ashley went on after me. Jern went back
on.
on.
Drank something and he just freaking disappeared.
Oh yeah, that too. A lot.
So we out of DJs, but the party must go on. We have 100 people.
Yeah.
So like who was there? I think Rondo was dating Wendy at the time.
Yeah.
And then Wendy and my sister got into an argument.
Oh gosh.
And you know how Rondo gets sometimes.
Yeah.
Rondo's like, I bought this cake. I want to cut my cake.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, do you see what's going on? You see
Exactly. And then outside is no different. Outside is mad drama. Like other people that I know is fighting and arguing. I'm like, oh come on, it's been a
Google really... and Minnie was fighting too, right?
Oh god. It was a lot. It was a lot, son. It was a lot.
Shit. People
It was
describe Summer Bashment too like, what was that movie called when it was partying? Something X Factor?
Project X. Project X.
People describe Summer Bashment too as Project X.
It's crazy thing. It was nowhere near Project X, but it was a success though.
Nah,
it was a smaller version of Project X. Let's say that it was a smaller version of Project X.
So yeah, too much was going on. I lost control of the whole party, the whole situation.
Yeah, all of it. In Madova tried to help out. Delway tried to help out. Big Ken tried to help out. I tried to help. It was a lot. It was a lot going on, yo.
So we had to end that whole shit.
Yeah.
I had to tell everybody to get the hell out.
Yeah.
Rondell came to me the next day to grab his cake from the freezer.
Yeah.
And my parents was like, nah, y'all can't do this again. That was too out of control. We gave you the opportunity to throw something. How did it get so out of control like that?
Yeah,
girls drunk and stuff. People was under 21 drinking, all of that.
Yeah.
You don't even know what happened to people when you left the house. You could have been responsible. You know, I got scolded for that.
Yeah.
So he came over the next day to grab his cake, and I said, "Nah, we can't do this here no more, man." Like everybody said, "Nah, we can't do this."
Yeah.
So we never had a summer bashment at my house. We just had small gatherings.
Yeah. But we did have
gatherings not exceeding 20 people.
Yeah. But we did have part 3. But we're gonna talk about that a little later. Cause gosh, God.
Another fuck up.
Yeah. So let's talk about the RPG era. So I know you was a part of RPG for a little bit too. So tell us how you feel about RPG.
Well, the Summer Crab Fest was great. That trip was great. I enjoyed it, and then we all started to talk about RPG on that trip, that bus ride back, right?
Yeah. It started from going back on that trip. Yeah.
So Rebel was cool. Rebel had 2 floors. Like we had the cage. We used to roll deep just going to Rebel.
And the thing was, we used to roll deep just regular, and we wasn't promoted at that time. Compton hit me up saying, "Yo, Ken, you should be a promoter." Then now when I add Rondell on, and that's how RPG really started. All because of that. So
we used to roll deep. Oh my gosh! I look back at those pictures. We literally had, I think it was like 10 to 12 people we was rolling with every time.
Yeah.
Between the guys and the girls.
Yep, true.
So like every time we go, there was some nights though, I fall asleep on the couch and Rob will catch me.
I think that was all of us. That was all of us at one point. I'm not gonna
lie. He used to deadass have a whole gallery of me sleeping on the couch. Because on the second floor they had couches.
Yeah. It was comfortable, sir. It was comfortable.
We used to always get that section. How though?
I don't know. I don't even know. We get it.
But it was just a good party. Like it was so much females. Like you was guaranteed to at least get a number in there.
That's true.
2 floors full of females.
That's true.
Man, and we had that's when we started to link up with Michael Clark Alon and his people.
Yeah.
At Rebel.
Yeah, Rebel, yeah.
And then we met the whole City Elite group. We were just meeting a whole bunch of people during that time.
Yeah.
Some of those people are still actually on my Instagram. So yeah.
Yeah.
So Rebel was great. I just wish that Rebel didn't have to end.
Me either, son. Rebel was a good spot, yo. Rebel was a cool spot. It was really fun, man.
Anybody who was partying with us during that time, remember and wanted to go back to Rebel.
Yep.
because we was just rolling deep there.
That's true.
I mean, at the same time, I think I was in my second year of college. So after y'all stopped doing Rebel, I started to get deeper into school. So I stopped
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
less.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, because after
So
Rebel, we did Octagon.
I don't think I used to go to Octagon as heavy as y'all did.
I mean, we were promoted. We had to go. We were working there. We had to go. But yeah.
So like during the time that y'all got Octagon, I was starting to get like heavy into my schoolwork. So there was a lot of times I would just not go.
Yeah, yeah.
But like y'all had Raymond go, y'all had that's when y'all met, that's when you put on Email and the other guy
Yeah, yeah.
and
Me,
Henry.
Emil, and Shy. Yeah, Shy Money. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
So
And then Andre James and Andre started coming around Octagon as well.
oh, for Octagon they started coming
Yeah,
out, right?
yeah, yeah. And then they really came at a part of the team when they got to when we got to Taj and stuff.
But to be honest, I wasn't even working, so it was a lot of times I couldn't even come
Yeah.
out too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I was extremely broke, bro. Like if I couldn't get if I it was so bad. Like
I remember that time. So I remember that time, yo.
I had to ask my pops for like $40 just to go sometimes. If I didn't even get it, I wouldn't even leave the house unless
Yeah.
one of y'all say y'all got me. And if none of y'all could get me in that night, it was a dub too. Like
Yeah.
because I remember you had the one person in pass.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
was coming with that.
yeah.
So during a lot of that time, I didn't really go to Octagon until like towards the end, and then I had my birthday party there, and then that was the
Yeah.
last night of Octagon.
Yeah. And the thing about we didn't know that was the last night. We didn't
For
know that was the
y'all,
last night. Yeah. But nobody the whole club, it shut down right after for that event, it shut down for that event. But then it shut down completely a little later. But then somebody reopened Octagon and then closed again officially.
so it was crazy because everybody did their birthday thing there.
Yeah.
You,
I did it.
you,
I did it twice. I did my birthday there twice.
you, Mr. Aaron Sands did his.
Yeah.
Some of the girls.
Yeah. And Rob didn't get a chance to his birthday there because he had to change location because Octagon got closed down after that. So
Right.
yeah.
So like Octagon was okay for me. It was okay. It was just
Yeah.
it was good because the DJs y'all had was
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. Zach was the home DJ for Octagon.
But then they had like Chow and Platinum Kids there for the reggae segment.
Yeah, for the reggae segment, yeah. And Kevin Crown and stuff like that, yeah.
So it was still live. Why the email used to go on the stage all the time like he owned the place?
I don't know. You gotta ask him that. I don't know, man. Shout out to Emil though, but I don't know why he did that. Or I don't know why he did that. I can't answer that for one too.
I was trying to go behind the stage to avoid the coat check because coat check was a bitch.
Yeah.
I lost my ticket like twice in coat check. That shit was don't ever lose your ticket in the club. Shit is annoying.
It's the worst. It happened to me a few times.
You literally have to wait till the end.
Yeah, it's the worst. It's the worst.
Even if they let out the club and it's 5:15, you have to wait.
You have to wait till the end. Yep. Yeah, wait till everybody get their coat. The house. Yep. It's the worst. Yeah, it's the worst, man.
That's what I hated about it. Like the good thing about it was what's his name knew me.
Yeah.
Jay King of Hearts. He knew me, so after a while, he just started to just let me in.
Yeah, but the thing about us for Octagon and Rebel, we didn't have no power at all. We couldn't do anything. So we didn't have no power. So it's like that's the only thing that I didn't like. You know, I like the opportunity, but But we didn't have no power. We couldn't do anything.
Shit.
Yeah, like at all. It was up to Taj and Catcher that we had some sort of power because we were independent. We wasn't really under nobody.
Yeah.
So we were strictly under the club. We wasn't under no promoter. We were strictly under the club. So like
I really thought y'all was under Rocky.
At one point we wasn't under Rocky. At one point, the Rocky let us go to let us do our own thing.
Right.
So when we started at Taj, yeah, we went under Rocky for a little short while, but then Rocky like, yo, do your thing. He basically let's say show us the ropes, and when we knew what to do, he just let us go. That's basically what it was. Cause basically he didn't want to show us the business, and when we knew around Taj, he did like, yo, do your thing. And
Taj was a little iffy for me sometimes because there was times I did not know how to dress.
Yeah.
To get in. Like I had my favorite sneaker boot.
Yeah.
And they saw that as not dress code.
Yeah. Try to be early COD days, the dress code was really complicated, yo. It was really hard to explain the dress code. Really complicated. Like it was
and I know you as a promoter used to get backlash in the comments.
Yeah, a lot of it. Yep, a lot of it. It was annoying. That I had to push the dress code and stuff too, so people won't because if we get
you want to go all the way there and get turned away.
Exactly, and it was annoying. I mean, like I said, when we first got the Taj, it was hard to adjust the Taj because it was a completely different thing. When we were on our own too, it wasn't like Octagon. It wasn't like Octagon and Rebel where they were laid back. We was in a strict place.
So
more upscale than anything. Let's say that.
So for a long time, Taj turned me off too.
Yeah.
So y'all was just start seeing me at Catcher.
Yeah, because Catcher was a little bit more laid back.
I was more able to get in that Catcher than Taj.
Yeah.
Plus, it depended how I felt.
Yeah.
So, like, for a long time, I went to Catcher. Then I went back to Taj because I started to realize that that's where James and Andre and them was pulling up.
Yeah.
So that's how I felt about the YPG days. I was just like flip-flopping between both. Like,
yeah,
I tried my best to support as much as I could, but it was sometimes, after a while, I just wasn't really trying to party like that.
I mean, I get it, but I would say that you play a big part on helping us out. So I appreciate that. That's all that matters. At the time, we would try to grow, so we didn't need as much hands as we can. You play a big part in our growth, so I appreciate that 100% when it came to you. But but during the YPG time, we had Summer Bashment 2, Summer Bashment 3. Tell us about Summer Bashment 3.
Well, this is my thought process. Summer Bashment 3. All right, so we planning it. We like, all right, can't do it at my crib no more, so let's find somewhere else to do it.
Yeah. We
elect to do it at Raymond's mother's house in Canarsie, deep Canarsie.
Yeah.
So we like, all right, they want something for to rent the basement, whatever.
Yeah.
So we did that. Everybody wanted to be involved, so I tried to make the flyer with my boy Sean.
Oh yeah, Sean, yeah.
And Sean was on his flyer shit at the time.
He was.
He actually showed me like 3 or 4 before I actually said, this is it.
Yeah.
So he made a flyer. He started to help us push the flyer when we was doing it too.
Yeah.
I said, look, we're gonna try to get bartenders.
Yeah.
So I tried to get my homegirl Tati to be one of the bartenders.
And Sharice was the bartender too.
Sharice was the bartender too.
Yeah.
Then of course y'all try to put me and RJB as DJs.
Yeah.
It seemed like this one we wanted everybody to play a role.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's what we was trying to aim for, right? Everybody had to contribute some way, right?
Yeah. Everybody had to play a role. Of course, being around there was more of the main promoters and stuff like that, and doing everything else. Where everybody else had a role. Y'all two with the DJ. We had security. Well, everybody was a promoter in their own way, but yeah, everybody had a role for this one. Yeah.
So the promotion was just low for this.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, because one, they felt like the location was too far for them. Too far for them. That was like one of the biggest.
My mind state was because it was still in Brooklyn. I thought that some people would have been able to pop out even if they was on our friends list.
Yeah. Yeah.
But obviously those people didn't want to show up, so it's whatever.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. It was a lie, man. But shout out to Sam Arthur came through. he loved the film Bashman. He came through.
And Sam Wilson's a loyal guy.
He my guy. He was on Mr. Gentleman, like the podcast. I believe episode 66. Check out the episode.
My thing I like is people who stay down with you even when shit goes left.
Exactly, yeah.
And don't nag or complain. Exactly. Understand that things go wrong.
Exactly, yeah. And things went wrong a lot that night.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
things
bro.
Went wrong a lot that night, and it was some drama. It was a lot.
It was crazy, bro. Like, I was trying to get the DJ thing, but I wasn't even like fully prepared to go live.
Yeah.
I was trying to wing it, but
because
everybody listening kind of knew.
Yeah.
I think Germs went for like a short time.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
I know why he only went for a short time.
I don't know either.
He could have kind of saved that situation. I don't know where he was at.
Yeah, but we had a replacement DJ just in case. We had DJ Shuffle Max, who kind of saved the show in a sort of sense. He kind of helped it out in a sort of sense. When I got front, but yeah.
Right, and that was the first time I met DJ Shuffle Max.
I met him a few times before that.
Before that?
Yeah, a few times before that.
That was the first night I met him.
Oh, the first night you met him. Okay.
So yeah, so it was just disproportional because we couldn't even get the ladies to come out. It was basically Raymond Cousins there.
Yeah, and a few of our friends. It was probably the worst turnout we had. Complete worst turnout we had.
So the dudes that did pop up, they didn't like the flavor of females that was there. Yeah, I kind of get it.
I get it too. Yeah, I get it too. I
wasn't feeling none of the girls that was there, so you've seen a lot of people just come through and walk out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
it just wasn't a good thing. So we just decided, nah, this is it, man.
This is it, yeah, we can't do it no more. Even though people suggested many times, but I like, nah, we can't. Nah, we can't do that.
And that was the death of the Summer Bashments.
Yeah, sadly, son, that was the death of Summer Bashment. August 2015. Yeah, rest in peace, Summer Bashment. You will not be missed.
Nah.
So that fast forward a little bit, and let's go into 2019. September 2019. September 11th, 2019, where myself, Mr. Aaron Sands, and the star. Oh, wait, let me take that back a little bit. I skip a topic. We had also the night of the Summer Bashment, the birth of DJ Retro. How did DJ Retro came to birth?
Well, I always wanted to do a DJ. I guess I always seen DJ Caution, Emperor, and I had a cousin named called Pesos that was DJing. So I always said, "Oh, let me try this. Let me see what it's about." So I started to do the DJ thing from there. Started to get gigs and practice and everything. It was like in the beginning, I was very enthusiastic about doing it.
Yeah.
I wanted to learn and play as much as I could.
But well, why did DJ Retro stop? Like, what made you want to start DJ Retro now?
All right. So over the time, I started to realize that, you know, I don't know. I think I was probably stubborn about it, to be honest. There were some things that I knew I needed to work on to be a good DJ, as in mixing and
Yeah.
keeping up the energy of the party and reading the room. And I will work with other DJs to help me in those areas, but it just wasn't seeing no improvement. And I don't know, I just started to, I started playing gigs and whatnot, and I started to realize, I had to be honest. I had to be honest. Do I really have the love for DJing?
Mm.
Because I probably had like maybe 8 to 9 gigs in total.
Mm. Oh, wow.
I got tossed off the set in 2.
Oh, wow.
One time was at Kim's house.
Oh, wow. Yes. That's crazy, yo.
That shit was an embarrassment to get tossed off the set. But the next few months, I came back and did it again, and I regained myself at Kim's house because it's like that year. I think she had a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And she just made us the resident DJs.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could say that I wasn't. I guess I was getting criticized so much about being played because I was trying everything. I was trying to do lives. I was trying to do post stuff on Instagram. Everybody was saying, "Yo, something's off. What happened?" I used to get messages on my Instagram, threats and all that. It was just crazy, man.
Oh, wow. I mean, crazy. You my brother. We talk a lot. I didn't know all that. I didn't know all that was happening though. I didn't know all that. Not that deep.
Well, not threats, but like people would criticize under my posts and stuff. It was just crazy. Like it just made me lose confidence in DJing.
Yeah, I get it.
Because I felt like I'm looking at guys like True Blends and these other guys just flawlessly playing stuff. I'm trying to get to that level, but it's like a pinnacle I can't reach, or I'm trying and I can't reach. So it gets me to a frustrated state.
I get it. Yeah. I understand.
So like when I was doing run-ins with DJ Shuffle Max and DJ Pat Stacks, these guys were being too cocky to me.
Mm.
It started to make me feel like, oh, you can't play, you're not a DJ and shit. They were doing more harm than helping.
Oh, wow.
So like I didn't feel confident even going live no more. So that's why I just ended the whole era, because if I didn't feel confident doing it, then what's the point?
Yeah, I feel you that, and that's crazy, yo. I mean, I knew a lot of the stuff you're going through, but I didn't know like that. And wow, that's crazy, son.
That's why we bearing it all here. I'm telling you everything here.
You ain't know, the whole personal, And glad you told me that, son. Hopefully one day that you get the confidence to get back on there, because you are a good DJ to me, son. You kill it. You are a good DJ. You're a good old school DJ. You got good ear for music, so I do believe that you could kill it.
I don't even like the new stuff out now.
I mean, not the new stuff. I mean, but you retro though. You could play the old school, call it a day, son. This to be strictly old school DJ, call it a day. But
as a DJ, I feel like in order for you to be a good DJ, you need to be versatile in all.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you could get a gig.
Yeah.
And you go up third. What if somebody went up before you played everything you need?
Exactly. Yeah, that's true. Exactly.
Or played your genre.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
Don't get me wrong. I know how to play dancehall and reggae too, but still. So like, I didn't feel confident doing it no more. I didn't feel like I had everything to be a DJ, because it's not easy. You got to be able to have you got to be able to multitask too. You got to be able to do certain things. Your timing got to be perfect on the blender.
Yeah.
So without some of that, I just feel like nah. And I just made the choice to be honest to myself, be like, nah, I'm not gonna go out there and have people that believe in me go to their parties and fuck it up.
Yeah. That's true, son. That's true. You're right. Right.
Because then one thing for sure, like if you keep fucking up, you're not gonna get gigs.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They're gonna look at you as a joke. So yeah, true.
So I had to do it before the embarrass. So I had to be real with myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why.
That's understandable, son. That's understandable, son.
I mean, I will play now and then, but I don't want to be known as a DJ because that puts more pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they know you as DJ. That's why I changed the name too. Because I said, nah, don't call me DJ Retro no more. I don't want to be known as DJ. That puts so much pressure to know that, oh, he's great. We can book him to perform in a live set. And it's like, some people they will look at your stuff and just believe in you. What if somebody put me in a stadium? I would embarrass myself.
Yeah, I mean that's why I kind of stepped back. I mean, that's why I'm not as heavy on.
Sometimes you gotta look at it like that.
Exactly. Yeah. I get it.
People do be looking for you to perform in front of millions of people and stuff, and that's not a platform I can do it right now.
Yeah, that's true.
And these are like people from strangers. They don't know you.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just like, yo, we need a DJ for Saturday night.
Yeah, that's true. Yep, that's true.
So yeah, that's exactly the truth. That's why DJ Retro's no more at the moment.
I get it. And now that I know the whole story about it, that's definitely understandable, son. So I'm sorry that happened to you. You didn't deserve that. And you ain't know you're a good DJ to me, so you because I like you as a DJ, so you ain't know, man. Hopefully one day you get back in it, son. But now that get back to the original thing I want to talk about, September 11th, 2019, the Premier Boy podcast is born. How you feel about myself, Mr. Aaron Sands, and DJ Retro? How you feel? I mean, well, at the time, DJ Retro, but how you feel about the Premier Boy podcast when we started?
I was looking forward to it. I seen you doing your podcast for like almost for a while, and I realized, don't get me wrong, I wanted to do something too. So you gave me a little chance to spread my wings and spread my word, and it felt good at first, when it was just the three of us.
Yeah, and here's the thing, because originally the Premier Boy podcast was supposed to come out first. It won't come out in 2018. Yeah, originally we were planning to do a big studio. But things didn't work out. So that's why I put out MrGentleman first, and just to see how it go, and then maybe see who I could bring on. We want to bring this idea. So I'm glad we finally got the idea of Premier Boy podcast and stuff. And yeah, we're gonna dive. We're gonna switch gears a little bit. We're gonna come back to the Premier Boy podcast and stuff like that. Let's talk about the pandemic. Like, we know we was in a pandemic and stuff like that.
Was.
So how had the pandemic affect you? And what did you learn about it, and everything that happened to you in the pandemic?
All right. So first thing first, like I said in the Premier Boys podcast, my job had the pandemic hit, and then my job had me coming for like another week. Everybody, all the staff was sent home. Nobody was tasked to come back but us. I walked through Times Square. It looked like I Am Legend when Will Smith is in the city by himself. I'm like, wow, this is really happening. So, so after that, it's like we all wear masks, we all staying home. I'm locked up. My family members are catching COVID left and right.
Oh, wow.
First my dad, then I think my aunt, then my mom had it and she recovered. She had it the worst. I thought I was gonna lose her last year. But she recovered and she's fine.
That's good.
So I can only, well, I'm gonna say my ex-lady, she was making a big deal about it because I was trying to be there for her and my parents
Yeah.
during that time. But she was making such a big deal about it. She was like, "Oh, you can't come over there and come to me. You live with people. Well, if you catch COVID,"
Mm.
it was a lot, you know. And then it was a lot because, working from home was tough. It was a new thing. Nobody understand how to do it. Like when my bedroom was in my parents' house, is literally in the living space. So I set up my room to work, and I'm hearing people use the blend. I'm hearing people on the phone, and I'm just getting angry because I can't do my Zoom meetings. I can't hear nothing. So pandemic was really hard for me because after after the pandemic, you can't go nowhere. You just
Yeah.
stuck.
Yeah.
You're stuck in the house. You do a grocery run, you're outside in a line. You end up just cooking because you're not gonna go outside and buy no more.
Yeah.
So being stuck with everybody in the house was just exhausting. All the energies and all the people there all the time. Because where you gonna go?
Yeah.
So so the pandemic was just a test because you just stuck around people all the time, whether it was your family, your significant other.
Mm.
It was just irritating because I'm used to being able to just go and come and
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
couldn't do that. Sure, like Uber prices started to rise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, the way we live life entirely just changed.
Yeah. It did.
What it taught me though is to appreciate those you have. Always check up on them every now and then because you never know. We was getting news not only from family members but people we knew
Yeah.
personally
Yeah.
losing their family members,
Yeah. Or lose or somebody we
celebrity.
know, or somebody we knew. Somebody we knew was dying as well. So yeah, it was.
So the pandemic was a crazy time, especially since we had President Trump leading the way.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
only thing that was the shining light was Governor Cuomo.
Yeah.
His announcements every day at 11.
Yep.
I was tuned in, all those announcements. And yeah, so pandemic was just crazy. And it's like now that we kind of trying to get back to normalcy, it feels better. It feels good to be able to walk around because not being able to do nothing for the whole year, you know, I think I even stayed at the house. I celebrate my birthday at home and everything.
Yeah.
I have nobody around. Like my family was so they were so scared that people wasn't able to come to the house or nothing.
Yeah.
Germs lived downstairs to me and he didn't even come upstairs for a while. We just talked on the phone.
Yeah.
And my family kind of irritated the shit out of me every week. So that's just how the pandemic affected me, man.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that I was able to still work and make money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do all the stuff that happened to me during that time. There was a lot of stuff that happened.
Yeah, a lot of stuff, man. I don't know if I don't know if we gonna get to all that, but yeah, it was a lot that happened in the pandemic, and but and what happened taught you?
It taught me to always always plan, always save for a rainy day, always have backup plans.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. All right, so during the pandemic, I made a spin-off show. I made a spin-off show. Originally, the spin-off show was originally called I Love Music, but Mr. Roddy, he talked about a lot of things. Like I should talk about old school stuff. I talk about old school music. I talk about old school this, old school that. So I woke up one morning and I came up with the idea of the old school show. How do you feel about me when I asked you to be my co-host for the old school show? And how was your experience so far?
I was excited. I was like, oh man, I could talk about stuff I really love. I was like, yo, this is gonna be good. This is my lane. This is something I could do. I was really excited about it.
And I'm not gonna lie, doing the old school show with you, it's been really exciting. It's been probably one of my exciting shows that I always want to do. So
It was a whole different change of scene between the Premier Boys and the old school show, because Premier Boys podcast, it seems like we're debating.
Yeah.
We're debating topics, and the old school show is just we're conversation about topics. We could be ourselves. We could joke around, and it's all careless fun. Nobody really judging us or nothing.
Exactly. And like I said, I enjoy doing the old school show, man. I enjoy it. It's definitely one of the fan favorite now. Everybody loves the show, son. We get a lot of good reviews. But that Nickelodeon episode, man. That Nickelodeon episode is a hit. The Disney episode is a hit too. The Disney episode is a hit too. Those two became one of our biggest episodes. So thank y'all for tuning into the old school show. And yeah, every 4th and 5th Sunday at 12 a.m., the old school show myself, Star Roddy Rod. Yeah. All right, so now here's the question everybody want to know. This is the question everybody want to know. I believe December 18th, 2020, the Premiere Podcast Season 1 finale. You did the unthinkable. So you did the unthinkable. You left the show. You walk out the show. Why? We want to know why you did that. What was going through your head? Why? What made you want to go do that decision?
Well, previous episodes made me feel like my opinions weren't being heard, my voice weren't being, my ideas weren't being taken into consideration. I was being cut off. I wasn't being heard, and there was times even you were saying, "Yo, let Roger finish. Let him speak." And I even stopped caring. I started to eat during the recording. I started to dip out early. Because y'all was talking about wrestling, and y'all wouldn't talk about wrestling for 20 minutes, knowing damn well y'all should have kept it short. So y'all don't know what y'all was doing, but y'all was cutting me off, and y'all wasn't giving me the space to talk. I wasn't being heard, so I left the show because I didn't feel respected.
And I feel you on that. And like I said, if I had anything to do with that, I apologize if I had anything to do with that.
It wasn't even more on it was more on Aaron Sands and Manny Mal part.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so I mean, like I said, when that happened, so I was really shocked, yo. I was like, dang, man. Like you play a big role in the show, and you really did play a big role in the show. But the question is, are you planning to come back, or if you can't win, or it could be a long while, or you're not planning to come back at all?
I plan to come back pretty soon after I take care of things I want to take care
of. I heard it first. The Star Rider is definitely coming back real soon. We just don't know when. Anybody gonna surprise us? Who knows? But you still can hear him on the old school show, so that's good. You get to hear him on the old school show. That's good. So, all right. So the question is now, what next for Roddy Rod? What next for you? As in, like your businesses and stuff like that, careers and stuff like that, and goals.
Right now, I need to work on getting back into driving. I don't own a car, and honestly, it's getting on my nerves that I have to take public transit and Ubers everywhere. So next thing for me is saving up more money, working for more money, and saving up and buying my first car.
Nah,
I don't care how long that takes.
You gotta do what you gotta do. That's a good goal. Actually, that's a good goal.
And then the next thing I gotta do is put myself in a position to be a family man.
Mm.
So those are the two next things for me.
I feel you. That's good goals, yo. That's good goals, yo. So you already know. Before you go, sir, we're gonna play a segment game. We're gonna play a segment game called Five Random Topics. Well, actually, five random topics, and you told me, you tell me how you feel about them and stuff like that. And, you know, so are you ready?
Yeah.
I what is your idea, mate? So basically, what's the type of label? What type of woman you go for?
Well, I need somebody who's intelligent. I need somebody who is able to have my back no matter what, because things happen, you know?
Yeah,
Things are not perfect. No, I'm not a perfect person. Just need somebody who's open to being around my people and not complaining about doing stuff. No, I have a big family. I have a big before I meet this person, I have a whole friends and family network
yeah,
who know me for decades. You got to try to mesh with them somehow,
yeah.
and she gotta be pretty, and that's basically it.
Ladies, the Star Rider Rod single, get at home. All right, name two things that you like to do or watch, and two things that you don't like to do and watch.
I like to watch Family Guy. Like I watch it on the marathon. If nothing's on, I watch it on the marathon. So, I like to walk. Just randomly, if I'm not doing something, just get up and walk outside somewhere. I don't care where.
Yeah, you do that. You do that. Like,
Um, I don't like manual labor, to be honest.
mm,
I'm not a manual labor type of person.
mm,
And that kind of pisses a lot of people off.
mm.
Um, and I don't like and I don't like confrontation like that.
So yeah,
In the perfect world, I wish that you know everybody would just be cool and nice to me, and we'd all be cool and calm together.
I feel you on that. I feel you on that. I which artist you got in your headphones right now?
Which artist?
Yeah, it could be an old school, it could be a new school. It don't matter. Like who you listen to like this very moment?
So that's I listen to so much old
Uh,
school R&B
uh,
right now.
give me five artists. Give me five artists right now. Don't matter old school, new school. Don't matter.
All right. Migos.
Mm.
Um Case.
Okay. Yep.
Donald Jones.
You already know. You already know.
Um Meek Mills. And Golding.
Of course. Nice, nice. Okay. Which TV show finale shocked you the most?
Literally the has and have nots.
Really? I mean,
Because
yeah,
he made everybody die except one person.
that's true. And we spoke about
And
this off screen.
I really thought that some other people would have made it out.
To be honest, I did. I thought David gonna make it out too. I thought David gonna make it out, and yeah. Everybody else, I wasn't surprised by everybody else. David was the only one I was shocked about. To be honest with you, that died.
Wrong
That
place, wrong time for him.
basically, yeah, basically.
If he would have left the house earlier, he'd been good.
Yeah, he would have been good. Exactly. All right, and last one artist that you want to see in concert. I mean, well, if you want to name five, you could name five, but name an artist that you want to see in concert.
Who do I want to see in concert? I would love to see Usher.
Mm.
Joe Tom, I seen Joe Thomas. Who else? There's a lot of people. Of course, Donald Jones, if I could.
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige, Jay-Z.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, Even I've seen Jay-Z, I just want to see it again. The new songs.
Yeah,
And Kanye West.
definitely. Before we go, two things. Do you know Donald Junkout is in a new group now?
I heard.
Yeah, him, Carl Thomas, my guy Carl Thomas, and I think they housed the thing. Called a Shy.
Yeah, they need to go on verses
That would be exactly
as
that
the
would be
group.
fire as a group. It should be them three versus Tank, Giovanni, and Tariq Diggle because they was a group too. Now, that
Oh,
would be
that'll be hours though.
I know. I guess it could be like one for each, like one from the Shy, and then another one from TGT.
Yeah, but you're looking at like a damn near 5 hour verses.
That would be a long time though. Yeah, that would be a long time versus
Because
though.
you got some people they got mega hits in there.
It is. That would be fire, son. And I agree, Sean, on Kanye West concert. I don't want to see Kanye. I did saw Kanye West in concert before. Very random time in the city.
Oh, switch him to Drizzy Drake.
Drake. Yeah, y'all already know what to do when we mention Drake, call me sexual under the comments. Yeah,
I don't mind a Drake concert, but you know, he's so in demand. His ticket prices are probably extremely high.
Yeah. Shockingly, Drake is one of the biggest artists out. I mean, I have to admit it. I'm not the biggest Drake fan, but yeah, he is one of the biggest artists out. So yeah, but you already know, bro. The star Roddy Rod. Thank you for coming to the show. You already know. You're pretty much a part of the Mr. Like the Pocket family. So you ain't know. Y'all can catch him every fourth or fifth Sunday on the Old School Show. Yeah, killing it right now. You know, just by the time this record him, the next episode would be the Disney movies. So yeah, you know, drop your information where they can reach you. You know the deal. You know the deal already. You know what to do.
You could just follow me on Instagram at the star Roddy Rod. Yeah, I know how to spell the star. And then Roddy Rod, RODDYROD. That's how you find me.
All right, nice. And catch him on the Old School Show with me every fourth or fifth Sunday. They got me. Be right back. Time to thank everybody for watching this new episode of MrGentleman Like the Pocket TV. Thanks to my bro, the Star Rider Ride, for giving me the chance to get him to, get up, be personal with him on this episode, man. Thank you, man. Thanks for giving me the opportunity for doing that on my show. And you already know, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ken, aka MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast TV. MrGentleman, Ken, aka MrGentleman Lifestyle TV. Subscribe now. I need y'all to really subscribe, y'all, so we can get the channel up and running. We will be giving y'all a lot more live interviews, y'all. And once again, thank y'all. And don't forget, MrGentleman Like the Pocket each night Sunday at 12 a.m. We are on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, TuneIn, and many more. MrGentleman Like the Pocket presents a conversation about music podcast every first Sunday. MrGentleman Like the Pocket presents the Old School Show, myself and Star Rider Rod, every fourth or fifth Sunday. Yeah, once again, thank y'all for watching MrGentleman Like the Pocket TV. Have a good day and night wherever you're watching the episode.